Hey guys, it's Karen. I'm going to make a video for you because unfortunately I cannot make the call tomorrow night. I have a conflict. Lori will be hosting the call. She'll be going over label reading. I just wanted to touch base and I wanted to just regroup after week one. I know week one is hard. Some of you find it harder than others. It's a little confusing. I know if you have never done this program before, this becomes a new language, and we promise you that we take this slowly and we break it down for you week by week. You'll learn something. We can't throw it all at you right in the start because you will be completely overwhelmed. So I hope that you've made it through okay and you're feeling good and the fog is lifted, that detox fog that some of you probably went through. You had a really bad headache and you felt nauseous and you were not sleeping and cranky, and it's all very, very, very normal. It does go away, and it should have gone away by now. And once it does, it's like, when you're on the other side, it's really kind of nice and clear, and you're sleeping better and your skin feels better, and some of the cravings are gone. So we hope that everyone made it through that. It's some have a very hard time with it. Others kind of just sail through it. It really depends on how much you're detoxing, really. Like if you've been overloaded on processed food and sugars for so long, it's a shock to your body. So that feeling that you're having is a true detox. So congrats for getting through it. And week one is done. Week two is pretty similar. There's not much that changes, except we do add some beans back in that do become satisfying in your meals. By the end of the week, guys, if you are absolutely craving a little bit of fruit, by all means, have some berries, have a half of a green apple with some nut butter. Again, you're not getting graded on this. It's not going to sabotage anything, but I would hold off as long as possible. So maybe at the end of next week, as a little treat, you can have something like that. I know it sounds crazy now. I promise treats do come back in. So I just wanted to go over a couple of things. The apps. Nudge app is really for the accountability tribe group. So that is just for you to play with. Please do not stress over it. There are no messages coming through there for you. We are in the process of breaking up the different groups so that you don't get the messages for accountability that don't pertain to you and confuse you a little more. So please just don't worry about that app. The other app we'd like to talk about, which has been mentioned, is MyFitnessPal. This is a really, really great tool to help you log your food. It is a tool. It is an option. Nothing we say is mandatory except for the menu guide and the foods that are allowed and not allowed. That's the only thing that's mandatory. Everything else we give you are options and tools to see what works for you, because everybody is different. Some people like to log by writing it down. Some people love MyFitnessPal. Some people start off with MyFitnessPal and then they pull back because they don't need it as much. And then once you feel you're falling off again, go back to MyFitnessPal, because once you have to log it in again, I promise when you see it on paper, it changes your mindset again. So MyFitnessPal is an app. You download the app. Once you download the app, it's going to prompt you to... It's going to put your age in, your weight, what your goal weight is, when do you want to reach that goal, and it will spit out how many calories you should have a day. Again, a guide. Some people love to do calories, some people do not. We do not force you to do it either way. The program works. The foods we give you work. The portion size we give you work. It keeps you satisfied. It is a balanced diet. It gives you your vitamins. It's all there. So it's again, it's an option. Please do not stress over that number. So you download the app, and then after you do all that, you're going to go to the bottom corner where it says more. I know you can't really see, but down in this corner, it says more with 3 little dots. So you click that, and then you're going to slide down. You're going to see something that says settings. After you hit settings, you're going to see sharing and privacy. You're going to hit sharing and privacy. After you see sharing and privacy, you're going to see diary sharing. You click diary sharing, and then you're going to click friends only, check, and then you're going to friend myself and Lori. So that is how MyFitnessPal works. So you basically log it in. You can scan your food. It brings it up. You could say you had 1 serving, 2 servings, a half of a serving. Every time you put a food in, it remembers your food. So it doesn't, after you do a standard meal one time and then you do your breakfast one time, it's right there. You just have to click it. And it's awesome. It just kind of adds up all of your calories. And then you could break it down even further to your macros, where you see how much protein and carbohydrates you're having and how much fat you're having and blah, blah, blah. But again, it's more so a tool and a way for you to understand your portions. So when we say unlimited vegetables, and all of a sudden you put in that you had a bag of cauliflower rice with 1 onion and a little sesame oil and mushrooms, and you put it in there, and this massive bowl of food is like 180 calories. And you're like, oh, they weren't kidding when I said you can have unlimited vegetables. So it's a really, really, really great tool. I'd love for you to play around with it if you haven't tried it yet. And if you love it, great. If you hate it, don't use it. If it's confusing to you and overwhelming and stressing you out, that's not the goal. The goal is to keep you on track and just give you another tool. Okay, apple cider vinegar. So again, option, not mandatory. 2 tablespoons a day. I break mine up. I have 1 tablespoon after lunch, and I have 1 tablespoon before bedtime. And I swig it right out of the bottle, and I follow it up with water. The documents in week 1, you can see all the different ways that you can do it. Again, option, but it's magic. It really, really, really helps with weight loss, cravings, keeping you full, gut health. I can go on and on. So please, if you haven't tried it, just give it a shot. Okay, so apple cider vinegar. And there's another document up there called on the magnesium. So magnesium is something that most of us are deficient in. And it really is one of those amazing vitamins. You cannot overdose on it. The only thing it's going to give you is diarrhea. So if you're having diarrhea when you're taking it, you're taking too much. Again, I put up on the document which brands we like. That they're just healthy, good brands. They're all natural and there's no gunk in it. So that is something so basically what magnesium does is it relaxes everything. Your muscles, your tendons, your bowels, your heart. So it helps with blood pressure. It helps with a racing heart. It helps with cramps. It helps with menstrual cramps. It helps go to the bathroom. So it's really a vitamin that I think we all should be trying. So I would love to see some of you out there. Let me know if you do it or not. I take 500 to 600 milligrams every night, and I feel really good with my apple cider vinegar. Those are my 2, and your multivitamin. Those are my 2 that I really am consistent with. So because we eat such a balanced diet in this way of life, I get all my other vitamins, but magnesium is one of those ones that are really hard and we're basically deficient in it. So, and certainly if you exercise a lot and you're sweating a lot, you really should be adding magnesium into your life. That is my apple cider vinegar and my magnesium spiel. So your menus are up. Every week they go up and you'll see them on the box. You have to log in, go to your resource tab on the top, scroll to the bottom. You have boxes. You'll see week 1 is there and week 2 is there now. We add to week 2. So while we're in week 2, if an article comes up or something we think is important, we'll post it up in there. So every time something's posted on the website, you will get an email notification saying that there is some new content on the website. That's where that new content is. So always go to there and always check for those resources. So if you have any questions, like we said before, please, if you're confused, if you just don't know if you're supposed to eat it, just take a picture and text it to us. Put it on Facebook. And I mean, the group on Facebook, guys, I can't thank you enough for those who have been in the challenge before, the questions that you're answering. It's just making my heart happy that you really just get it. You get this way of life. So for everyone that is new to the challenge, hang in there. I know it's confusing. It does all come together. And before you know it, you have that switch in your brain and you go, I get it. I get when they mean food is food. And there's really no shortcuts around it. So with that, if you need anything, please, please, please reach out to me. You guys know my cell number. It's on the website, and text away. Ask any question you want. Never, ever think you're annoying, and happy to have you. All right. Bye, guys.